What's up guys, Meredith with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we are checking out this standard finish wicker bill fitting all 2015 through 2023 Ford Mustangs with the Track Pack rear spoiler. Now if you're in search of a very easy way to toughen up the back of your Mustang and enhance your Track Pack rear spoiler, this is going to be a great way to do it. Now this will add that sporty and more aggressive edge to your Mustang if you like the billeted wicker bill look and all of the functional benefits that come along with it. Now these two pieces here are going to fill the center of that factory Track Pack spoiler, filling the gap, and it's going to increase the surface area, theoretically helping you with some extra downforce. So not only will you be getting the look of the wicker bill, but some extra function as well. The bill itself will be clear cut in the middle. It will have a slight tint to it and rounded on the edges for a premium appearance when it comes to the centerpiece. And the lower piece is going to have a gloss black that will match really with any other black accents on your Mustang currently and match the round edges of this middle piece. It will also come with black hardware, which will blend in pretty well while still making enough of a statement compared to other wing types. Now, as you see here, this is going to consist of two pieces as far as the construction is concerned. Both are made of a Lexan material, which is very durable plastic, being impact resistant and holding up well to a lot of pressure, which will be very much needed at those higher speeds. The edges are also machined finish. They will have pre-aligned and pre-drilled bolt holes, so that is going to add a lot of quality to the appearance and good fitment, especially with the flexibility and resilience of the plastic here. This will also include all the hardware in order to bolt it onto your current Track Pack wing, so just keep in mind that you are going to have to do a little bit of drilling and modification in order to secure it, but you don't have to modify the trunk of your Mustang, just your Track Pack wing. Now this is about $225 for what you see on the table, and that's a pretty average price for what this is. Now it will be an add-on compared to other full wings specifically designed for the Track Pack spoiler. While others may take a different appearance when it comes to tint or design, this is just going to keep it simple. Now while it is simple in design, it's going to elevate the look of your Mustang tenfold and will not require a full swap compared to other choices. Now I think if you're just looking for a very easy way to add that wicker bill styling into your build and take your Mustang's rear end appearance up a level, this is going to be a great pick. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it'll probably take you about an hour or so to get everything lined up and installed properly. Because you are drilling, you will need a drill, a 3/8" drill bit, a screwdriver, tape measure, and rib nut tool in order to properly secure this to your wing. Now speaking of the install, one of our customers here has actually put this on their Mustang and is going to walk you through what that process looks like step by step. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
Okay, so today for the duckbill installation, you will need a drill, a Sharpie, a 11/64 drill bit, and a 9/32 drill bit, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a threaded rivet tool. Okay, so the first step of installation, you grab your Sharpie and the mounting bracket for the duckbill, and you try to line it up the best that you can. Luckily Ford reverse camera should be right in the middle of the spoiler, and you just line this up with your spoiler however you would like, and just mark that center hole with your Sharpie where you'll be drilling. And after you mark that, you can take it off, and let's get to drilling. Okay, second step, let's get to drilling. I got my 11/64 bit on the drill, and we're just gonna drill through that hole that we had marked previously. Just gotta be careful just to make sure not to puncture the other side. Okay, so with the third step, after you drill the hole into your spoiler, you want to line this back up and just grab a washer and a screw that was provided with the kit, and you're just gonna screw it in to where it would just hold this bracket for you while you try to mark all the other holes. Okay. After you got lined up, you would then You would then grab your Sharpie and try to line it up the best as you can here, and just mark these holes where you're going to be drilling next, all the way through the spoiler. Same with this side. Okay, so after you have marked your holes throughout the spoiler, you would like to take the bracket back off. Just simply untighten the screw. Okay. After you untie it, you then would grab your drill with the 11 64th bit, drill it all the way through the spoiler, but the most to outer edge you would then swap to your other drill bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill these in. Okay. After you drill these holes, leave the most two outer edge holes undrilled, and we're gonna go ahead and swap our drill bit. After you drill these holes on top, the two outer edge will be a 9/32 drill bit, and you're gonna go ahead and drill these holes in. Okay, when you finish with this side, do the same thing on the other side. Move on to the other side, you do the same thing. And when you're done with that, you can go ahead and grab your rivet tool, and we'll put a rivet into these two outer holes. Okay, after you get done drilling all your holes, you grab your riveter tools with an 832 head, and just use one of these rivets that the ZL1 add-ons kit had provided to you. Just screw that on there, and then you just use a little bit of force to push the rivet in there. Once it's in there, just give it a nice firm squeeze, and that should be it. And moving on to the next hole, you do the same thing, and give it a little push. Once it's in there, just give it a little squeeze, and you got your rivets on this side. You would do the same thing on the next side. Whenever you finish with the other side, do the same thing to this side. Just a little force. Be careful so you don't crack your spoiler. Give it a firm squeeze, and it should be in there, snug. And you would do the same thing with this outer hole. A little firm push. after you get those two, you should be good to put your riveter tools up, and we're gonna grab our brackets, duck bill, and we should be able to go ahead and screw it on. So this is where you're supposed to use the provided hardware, the washer, and the screw that was provided for you. Mine was missing, so I just picked these up from our local hardware store. It's just an M5.8 screw, 18 millimeter length, if you run into the same issue. At this point, you can go ahead and grab your duckbill and your bracket. You can go ahead and remove that protective film from your duckbill. Line it up with the bracket that was given to you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mount this up right in the middle hole of our spoiler. There, screw it in. Okay, and you can grab your Phillips head screwdriver, and should help you screw that in a whole lot quicker into the spoiler. I wouldn't recommend using a power tools or anything like that. It could cause you to crack your spoiler. So highly recommend just a good old-fashioned screwdriver. All right, once you've got that middle hole screwed in, you should be good to just line these up with the hole you have drilled with the other screws. So just grab your screw and washer, and you would like to start from the middle out to prevent any bowing in the spoiler itself or the duckbill. So grab that, screw it in. And I would not suggest screwing it in all the way there. This just so you can get everything lined up, and you can go ahead and tighten them after you got every screwed in here. Got my screwdriver, and just to help with this one that's giving me some trouble. Get the nut for the rivet. Okay, and after you're done with that, you're gonna move ahead onto the other side. Okay, after you're done with that side, go ahead and do the same thing to this side. Grab your Phillips head, should help you screw it in a little bit easier. Okay, after you get everything on there, you can go ahead and just tighten everything down, and you should be finished.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the standard finish wicker bill fitting all 2015 through 2023 Mustangs with the track pack rear spoiler, and you can find this right here at AmericanMuscle.com.